I think what people think about Natrez Patrick, they look at him now, or at least for me, is he for sure an outside linebacker or a DN? He's a big kid.
I mean, he can really play anywhere across the board at linebacker for Georgia, or put his hand down and play defensive end. I mean, a year ago, I was all in on outside linebacker.
But
When I saw him this year, he's gained about 20 pounds. He's in that 245, 250-pound range. And again, a little bit like Chauncey, a little bit of loose weight that you can tone up as. I mean, he's not fat by any means or sloppy, but he's a kid that can definitely tone up and lose a little bit to play outside backer or just tone up in general. He can play inside linebacker in Georgia's scheme, or he can put his hand down and play defensive end. I mean, I think he's a kid that you get on campus and figure it out.
Is he and that speaks to, hey, he's probably a redshirt kid. I mean, it's fine. What's wrong with that?
In the real world, redshirt everybody, if you could, as a college program. But more and more freshmen play. You're going to play the best 22 you can on the football field at all times. So I'm not saying Natrez is definitely a redshirt guy, but I think Georgia has to figure out who they get in this class, how his body develops, and just kind of where he fits in. I mean, he hasn't played a lot as far as in drops and pass coverage. He's been much more off the edge, rushing the pass. He's much more of a downhill guy than he is dropping back.
That's the question, too, because the region that Mays played in, for a while at least, was a run-heavy for sure. He won't.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing the MLKs and guys throw the ball around right now, but he's a guy that still, whether he's standing up or has his hand in the dirt, he's going after the quarterback. He's most comfortable there. That's where he excels. He can chase the ball down weak side of the field. He's a very good athlete for his size, 6'3", 245.
So you think he's a strong side guy?
Yeah, I mean, I think somehow he has to rush the quarterback, whether it be standing up or with his hand in the dirt. But he's that guy that's very versatile, and he has the body that can play anywhere, across the second level at linebacker or put his hand down. It's a good thing.
Well, with Natrez, he kind of went back and forth on the decision date, which does not necessarily mean that he's back and forth on what he decided. Yeah. Where was the decision?
Yeah, I mean, it was back and forth with the date, like you said, not the school. I mean, Georgia, I think, as we've reported for probably close to a year, has been the school all others were chasing. He did take a visit to Ole Miss. He pushed the decision back about a week. He thought he'd push it back even more, but came back. Georgia went back to the school. They got him on the phone, and everything came back full circle back to Georgia and go ahead and commit at his spring game. So end of the day, Georgia's always been the school at the top spot. His mom has known Brian McClendon for years. BMAC went to Mays. They did a great job recruiting him as well. Rocker got involved. Pruitt got involved. It's been BMAC as the lead guy. Again, he was, to me, he was always Georgia strong.
Okay, Natrez Patrick.